Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We're back with this week's Smackdown and Main Event. And this week on Main Event, we have Curtis Axel going one-on-one with Zack Ryder. Both men need a victory. Both men looking to get some momentum. Who will get the win here tonight? Swagger and Fandango, they're going to team up once again. And they're going to take on the New Days, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods in tag team action. Well, after losing last night on Raw, Jason Jordan will go one-on-one with Jey Uso. And our main event, Sasha Banks wants momentum for her huge championship match at TLC. She goes one-on-one with Alicia Fox. So our opening contest, it is going to be none other than the man himself, Zack Ryder, getting the victory. A huge win there for Zack. He needed that win badly. And our tag team match, it is going to be the New Day getting a victory over Swagger and Fandango. So they've had a few wins, but some losses as well. Jey Uso gets the victory over Jason Jordan. Looks like that match was certainly the rightful winner, winning that one. And Sasha Banks gets the win over Alicia Fox. Alrighty, so we'll fast forward here to SmackDown this week. And to kick things off, we have the Ascension up against Enzo and Cass. And that will be our opening tag team contest. Enzo and Cass have a big opportunity there to earn themselves a win over the Ascension. Paige goes one-on-one with Becky Lynch. And that will be one of our featured matchups here tonight. We also have Tyler Breeze and The Miz, the A-listers, up against the Dudley Boys. They prepare for some tag team championship defenses at TLC. We still don't quite know their opponent as of yet. Cesaro, he goes one-on-one with Luke Harper. And Dean Ambrose goes one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. Ambrose needs a win. Is this the week he finally gets one? We'll find out. And our main event, it doesn't get much bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. A pay-per-view caliber match right here on SmackDown. Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. We've seen Undertaker fight back. Lesnar's attacked Undertaker. Now, instead of waiting for the pay-per-view, we're going to get this on right now. Lesnar and Taker one-on-one. The Ascension gets the win over Enzo and Cass. A big victory for them. We also have another tag team matchup. It's the Dudley Boys getting a win over the A-listers. Big win there for the Dudleys. Cesaro versus Luke Harper. It is going to be Cesaro getting the victory. Cesaro building a little bit of momentum since shifting over from Raw to SmackDown. That's a nice win here for him. And Bray Wyatt continues Dean Ambrose's losing streak. He just can't buy a victory, Ambrose. He's struggling. A loss here again here tonight. Time for our opening contest. It is going to be some women's action as our women's champion Paige is coming to the ring right now to take on Becky Lynch one-on-one. Well, at the pay-per-view upcoming at TLC, we're going to see Paige up against not just Becky Lynch, not just Charlotte, but also her ally Sasha Banks as well in a fatal four-way match. What a match that is going to be. Truly the four best in the division right now. A couple newcomers in Charlotte and Becky Lynch looking to make their mark here on this women's division. Paige has been the front runner. She's been the top woman in this division thus far and continues to dominate. But at TLC, it will truly be her ultimate test. Her opponent, it's Becky Lynch. She came from NXT and she has made a great impact in such a short period of time already. The last kicker. And a real good chance for her here tonight to show us what she can do. A big opportunity to knock off our women's champion and gain herself the ultimate win heading in towards a championship match. Charlotte will be ringside as well as Sasha Banks for this one. So a huge chance for Becky Lynch. Can she earn herself this victory? And I guess probably put herself on the map. She's kind of impressed us at times. She's shown us some promise. But I believe she's got a little bit more work to do. She found herself in the honorable mentions list in last week's power rankings, just falling outside of the top 10, ready to break through. If she gets a win here tonight, she might just get herself in the top 10. And that's really a showcase of how well she has done in such a short period of time. Being able to get into the top 10 of the power rankings this early, this quickly, is mighty impressive. Here we go, underway. Paige versus Becky Lynch, one-on-one. And this is an opportunity to see both Paige and Becky Lynch just before the TLC pay-per-view. Who will be able to get themselves the confidence and momentum heading in? Will that champion Paige kind of let the other opponents, not just Becky Lynch, but Charlotte and Sasha Banks, will she be able to send them a message and just kind of relay that message to them that, hey, I'm the champ, I'm still the best around here, and if you're going to win at TLC, you're going to have to go through me. But Paige has to realize that at TLC, that fatal four-way, she doesn't have to be in the result to cause a title change. So she has to be very, very, very wary. And honestly, it's her ultimate test. Up against three of the best in one match. Sasha Banks, a former women's champion already. And of course, Charlotte, former NXT women's champion herself. Becky Lynch, the only one yet to hold a championship here in Universe Mode. So plenty of pressure on Becky Lynch, and this is why she needs this victory right now to prove that she can hang in amongst these three champions. Sleeper hold here by Paige. Can't get the win, but putting some pressure there on the throat of Becky Lynch. This is Becky Lynch's chance to really shine and show us that she can compete at the highest level here on Raw and Smackdown in this women's division. Look out, suplex by Paige, bridging through, couldn't hold on to it to try and get to the cover, but the damage has been dealt regardless. Paige stomping away now on Becky Lynch. Went for another one, missed though. And now a drop kick there by Paige. Takes down Becky Lynch. Sasha Banks watching on. You have to kind of wonder what Sasha Banks is going to do. We've talked about in the last few weeks, what kind of role will Sasha Banks play? Is she going to turn on her ally? Or will she look to help out and make the assist? You know, is it all about Paige? Or will Sasha Banks step up and try and win the championship for herself? You'd have to assume that, hey, I would say Sasha Banks wants this title for herself, but the opportunity does come for her. If, for example, Becky Lynch is laying down and, you know, she has the bank statement in, and if she taps out, then so be it. You know, she's got to take the most of the opportunities that she has. She hasn't had a title shot for a few months now. Charlotte's been really the one to kind of be in amongst the title contention list. Sasha Banks has kind of fallen out of it after a string of losses, so this is Sasha Banks' opportunity. This is her moment to earn herself a title opportunity and try and win back the championship that she lost to Paige months ago. Neck breaker there by Becky Lynch. Paige taken down, and now the arm is locked in. Becky Lynch trying to put some pressure on her, perhaps setting up for the disarmer later on. Becky Lynch has a hold of Paige and now continues to work away on this arm. This is dangerous territory here for Paige. She has to try and shut this down quickly. Otherwise, all of a sudden, Becky Lynch can get that disarmer in and she'll have no choice but to tap. Lynch now going to be swept off her feet. Paige takes down Becky Lynch rather, and now hooks the leg. Can't quite get it though. Lynch will stay in it as a kick out of the count of two. For the best in one match, it's going to certainly make for an interesting dynamic at TLC, a Fatal 4-Way. We're only a couple weeks away from TLC right now. Later on tonight, Undertaker and Brock Lesnar will compete one-on-one, and that will certainly showcase whether or not Brock Lesnar is ready for Kevin Owens. We saw him quite impressive last week against Daniel Bryan, but certainly not the performance that I thought he would have liked. So now this week he gets another chance. If he get a win over the Undertaker, that would be huge for Brock. Bit of a similar situation here for Becky Lynch. She needs an impressive result here tonight. She needs a good showing and get the win as well to showcase that she's ready. Lynch now setting up for a suplex and connecting. Paige is down. Opportunity here for Becky. A moment to rest up, a moment to catch her breath, a moment to reset herself. But Paige immediately back in the action and hits a fall-away slam. And that's what Becky Lynch did not want. She did not want Paige to get up and quickly regain control. And now trouble. Oh, went for the Paige turner into the clothesline. Nice counter there by Lynch. If I would assume if Paige hits that could have been it right there for Becky Lynch. Shot to the midsection there by Paige. Lynch firing back with one of her own. Now, scoop slam. Here comes Becky Lynch. Into the leg drop as well. Nice sequence there by Lynch. Now hooks that leg again. May have her right here. And a leg kick out at two by the champion. Paige living into the last moment to kick out of that opportunity there. And that was almost the win that she was looking for. Right hand now. Paige trying to fire back. A suplex again. Bridging suplex. Now it's going to follow it up with a cover. Potentially could have Lynch here. Oh, she grabbed the rope there. The referee was onto it though. Paige trying to do everything in the book to win this one. And that's a desperation act there by the champion. Perhaps Paige wants to get out of this match unscathed. Oh, there's a nice move there by Lynch. Thought she was going to kip up. Instead, she used it to swing Paige down with her legs. Now setting up Paige for something big. No, Paige up to the task. And there's the wear-it-all there by the champion. She knows what to do in a situation like this. A backbreaker when Becky Lynch is firing up. Paige able to shut it down quickly and turn the momentum back in her own favor. Control back now into Paige's way. Paige looking just to wear down Becky Lynch, slow this match down and get things back at her own pace. Becky Lynch though, I think she's going to try and quicken this one up, keep putting the pressure on, let the offense fly here. Continuing to wear down the arms of Paige. She's going to definitely be setting up for that disarmer later on, we know that. But can she get it in soon? Before it's too late. Paige has looked good at times. Takes down Paige there, does Lynch. Will our managers, Sasha Banks or Charlotte, get themselves involved in this one? So far, so good. Sasha Banks just willing to watch on. I'm sure Sasha Banks deep down doesn't mind these two going out after each other for as long as possible. Whilst Charlotte has been quite fond of Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks likewise to Paige, they both want to be women's champion. And they both want to see these two beat the hell out of each other. Paige up to her feet now. Paige has been champion for quite some time now. One of the better women's championship reigns we've seen. And Paige, you have to wonder how long can she keep this going. Certainly with the caliber of women in this division right now. Is Paige still the very best? We're about to find out because Lynch is about to really test her limits here. Becky Lynch has Paige up the top of the rope. Look out. Here comes a superplex off the top. Paige could be out here. Becky Lynch is going to do it. Lynch going to beat the champion right here on Smackdown. No, a kick out of two. Thought for a moment that was going to be it. Went for the drop kick to the back of Paige. Paige up to the task. And moves out of the way. And Paige went for the knee to the gut there of Becky. Becky there, able to counter back and stop that from occurring. Becky Lynch happy to use these ropes here. Look out, Becky Lynch springing off the ropes. And there's a drop kick sending Paige to the outside. Nicely done there by Becky Lynch. And all of a sudden, Paige in major trouble here. Impressive stuff here by Becky Lynch. Really the breakout moment I think she needs. She made her debut not too long ago at Survivor Series. She was the mystery partner, which was all great and all, but she has to step up here. She has to step up and win these singles division matches. And when she can beat the likes of Paige and Sasha Banks and even Charlotte, she'll be ready for that women's championship. A win here tonight may just prove that she's ready right now. Look out though, Paige! Paige Turner! That's what she wanted earlier. This time she connects with it. And wait a second, the referee is not counting. I'm not sure why. Well, I can tell you why. It's because Charlotte has got herself involved and has stopped the referee from counting. She grabbed onto the referee's leg. We didn't have a good view of it, but I can confirm that's what happened. And Charlotte helping out her friend Becky Lynch. Well, is it a case of I'd rather see Becky win rather than Paige? It certainly seems to be that way. Friends helping out friends. I don't think they'll be helping each other out at TLC though. Now Becky, went for the flying drop kick, the missile drop kick off the top of the rope. Couldn't connect though. Paige able to get out of the way. Now Paige taken down. Becky Lynch a chance now. Going into the cover again. Hooks that leg. This time the referee gets a fair shot at it. Charlotte right there to take out the referee again, but she's got no interest at all in doing that. She wants Becky Lynch to win, obviously. Surprisingly though, Sasha Banks not really willing to get an all involved. Look out! Big exploder! Becky Lynch exploding with the suplex. And now, you'd have to say that's going to be it. Can she get to the cover? Paige is near the ropes. Becky Lynch has just pinned the women's champion. the biggest win in her career to date. Becky Lynch knocks off our champion here on SmackDown. Well, perhaps give the assist to Charlotte, who helped out before, but Becky Lynch able to capitalize and earn herself the win here tonight. And now she goes on to TLC for an opportunity at the Women's Championship. But the problem for Becky Lynch is, though, it's not going to be a singles match. It's a fatal four-way. Sasha and Charlotte will be there as well. Becky Lynch, though, gets the win she's been wanting. Charlotte's pretty happy about it as well. These two celebrate here tonight on SmackDown. I don't think they'll be celebrating when perhaps one of these two could walk out as your new Women's Champion at TLC. Or will it be Paige retaining, or will we see Sasha Banks step up? We'll find out at TLC in a fatal four-way match. What a match that is going to be. The four best compete in one match. Time for our main event here on SmackDown. It is the Beast Incarnate, the man who holds the keys to Suplex City, Brock Lesnar, up against the dead man, the Undertaker. These two, they have some history, and you don't have to go back far to see their confrontation last week on SmackDown. The Undertaker appearing out of nowhere and not just delivering a tombstone to Daniel Bryan, he gave one to Brock Lesnar as well. There's the first to Lesnar, coming after Bryan later. Of course, The Undertaker and Daniel Bryan, they meet one-on-one at TLC to settle their differences. And now we'll see The Undertaker go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar tonight. Speaking of The Undertaker, here he comes. Well, the dead man wants some revenge on Lesnar after Brock Lesnar's attack at Survivor Series. Lesnar came out, hit not one but two F5s to The Undertaker at Survivor Series, and has sparked this little rivalry for the dead man, who his main focus, his main mission is to take out Daniel Bryan, who has just simply been in his way. Undertaker's on a quest, he's on a journey to becoming the World Heavyweight Champion, but the Undertaker, he can't quite get there because of Daniel Bryan. Undertaker cost Daniel Bryan his Money in the Bank cash-in back at Hell in a Cell. And the Undertaker had a match at Survivor Series for the World Championship with Daniel Bryan. It was Daniel Bryan who got pinned by Kevin Owens, so technically the Undertaker, well, he never got pinned. You know, he didn't lose the match. It was, well, evidently Daniel Bryan's fault, which is why the Undertaker has been absolutely livid with Daniel Bryan regarding the World Championship picture. So the Undertaker wants his revenge over Daniel Bryan, but also Brock Lesnar now making his presence known at Survivor Series. Taker's got a bit of a bone to pick here with Brock Lesnar tonight as well. And Taker got some revenge last week with a tombstone. Lesnar exploding with air, taking down Undertaker with a suplex. So now the Undertaker wants to kind of deal with Lesnar as well, which is not an easy thing to do. Brock Lesnar has been in red hot form, getting a win over Del Rio. Didn't quite get what he wanted last week against Daniel Bryan, but now a chance to get a win over the Undertaker and truly, I think, solidify himself as the number one contender. There's still some doubts. Is this the Brock Lesnar of old, or is this the new Brock Lesnar, the one that struggles to get his victories over his opponents? A German suplex there by Lesnar, who's looking to take Undertaker to Suplex City here tonight. Brock Lesnar looks good. He's told us he's in the best shape of his life. He's ready. He's more ready than ever. He believes that Kevin Owens does not deserve to break his championship reign record. Both Kevin Owens and Brock Lesnar will have held their respective world championships. Lesnar, the WWE champion, the World Heavyweight Championship to Kevin Owens. Both would have held them for 32 weeks. But Brock Lesnar believes he deserves to go down as the greatest champion of all time and be the longest reigning champion in history. They will be equal, and if Brock Lesnar can win the World Heavyweight Championship, he would have accumulated the most amount of time with the World Championship thus far here in Universe Mode, which would be mighty impressive. Let's be honest, Lesnar has been a great champion, but that was 3 years ago. You know, maybe 2 years ago, to be fair. 2.5 years ago, but, you know, Kevin Owens is the champ right now. He's beaten the best of the best. But the only issue with Kevin Owens is, has his body got enough in the tank to beat someone like Brock Lesnar, who's going to beat you down, who's going to bash you up, who's going to just brawl with you, who's going to destroy you. He's going to really push you to your absolute limits. Can Kevin Owens survive that onslaught? That's my only concern. German suplex there again by Lesnar, taking down the Undertaker again, who is really suffering some mighty blows right now. Lesnar gets Undertaker up again. Is he going to go for another one? No. This time, he's going to just drive the Undertaker straight into the mat. Trouble now for the dead man. Brock Lesnar really in control of this one. Undertaker, not much fight in the veteran right now. The Phenom trying to work his way back into it, but Lesnar not letting him. Many have kind of questioned Brock Lesnar's motives right now. He's got a bit more of a mean streak to him, more aggression, and he's not, you know, he's happy just to kind of go through anyone in his way. He doesn't care who it is. He doesn't care if it's Bryan, doesn't care if it's Taker, doesn't care if it's Owens. He will do whatever he has to do to win that world championship. And I think that's what Brock Lesnar has been missing for the last couple of years. Lesnar, look out. 2 Germans. Here comes the third. Undertaker in big trouble early on. 3 German suplexes. Suplex City truly in force right now. The cover now by Lesnar. And Taker with a late kick out there to stay in this one. Brock Lesnar thought perhaps he was going to get the Undertaker. Undertaker, though, still has some fight left in him. Undertaker, been around for a long time. Multiple-time world champion here in Universe Mode. He's done it all. But still, he wants that goal. Once you get a taste of it, you just want more and more. And the Undertaker is, well, full proof of that. He's been around for a long, long time, but he still wants that championship gold around his waist. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get it done thus far. But a win here against Lesnar tonight maybe will set him up for an opportunity down the line. Snake Eyes, now with a big boot there. Here comes the leg drop, and that's what the Undertaker can do. A great combination, and he's patented signature maneuvers right there. Now, speaking of signature maneuvers, there's a choke slam. Lesnar's down. Brock Lesnar in massive trouble, but he'll kick out at 2. Undertaker, he's shocked. He thought that was going to be enough, but Lesnar stays in it. Undertaker now grabs a hold of Lesnar, driving him down again. And Undertaker has got bigger things in mind. He wants Lesnar to get up, perhaps for the tombstone. Going for it. Here it comes. Well, we're going to see an upset. Lesnar's in massive trouble. Undertaker's going to do it. The cover now. And no, Lesnar, wow. Kicked out comfortably at 2. Wow, that is impressive by Brock Lesnar. Not only did he kick out, but he kicked out right when the hand slapped 2. Not even a close 3 count there. Not even anywhere near it. Lesnar really showing what he's all about now. Taker, though, grabs the hold of Lesnar and plants him down. Undertaker slowing down a little bit here, and that's where the age and the physical wear and toll on Taker's body comes into play. Lesnar's refreshed. Many months off. Undertaker's been back not for that long, but he's been through some grueling matches. Lesnar kicks out at 1, and Undertaker, you see, slowing down here. The longer this goes on for, the harder it's going to be for the Undertaker. We said that with Kevin Owens, but the same applies here with Brock Lesnar. Both arms are hooked. Taker, though, countering. Big counter there by the dead man. Certainly when you hit your best move and it doesn't get you the win, that deflates you. That all of a sudden puts an element of doubt in your mind. Can I beat this man? Undertaker has to try and overcome that. Has to try and look for it again. Lesnar comfortably kicking out of the tombstone was huge. Lesnar's trying to send a message to Kevin Owens, who has won with that pop-up powerbomb many times. Not many men have been able to kick out of it. Lesnar showcasing that he can kick out of the Undertaker's best move. Well, that to me proves that he can kick out of the pop-out powerbomb. And for the F5, Undertaker countering. Big counter there by the dead man. Lesnar hits the F5. I think it's over. Lesnar now, German suplex again. Brock Lesnar just launching the dead man all around the ring here tonight on SmackDown. Lesnar, though, going to pick up the Undertaker. Hits a powerbomb. He's still got him. Going to go for a second. Here comes the third, perhaps. Incoming, connects. Lesnar in control. Undertaker, he's been slowing down and a little exhausted already in this match. Has he got the energy to kick out? Yes, he does. Brock Lesnar thought perhaps that could have been the moment where he gets the win. The moment he proves that he's ready for Kevin Owens. Lesnar again. Exploding with the suplex. Launching Taker to the other side of the ring. Lesnar still wants revenge after losing to, at the time, a rookie to the main roster, Kevin Owens. Newcomer to the main roster, Owens at Extreme Rules. And after only having a handful of matches, Kevin Owens beat Brock Lesnar. And Owens has been on a terrific reign ever since. Taken out after the knee into the head. He's setting up Lesnar again. Another tombstone coming. No, Lesnar. Lesnar's going to get back. And Tombstone Taker himself reverses it into his own signature maneuver. It's over. No, Taker kicked out. Wow. Well, Lesnar kicked out comfortably at 2. Taker kicks out comfortably at 2. Perhaps the tombstone not working tonight. Both men immune to it. Both men kicking out. And perhaps the F5 will be the one shot Lesnar needs to win this one. Taker, look out. DDT. Undertaker preparing for Bryan tonight. Beats Daniel Bryan, you'd have to say he'll get himself a title shot down the line. That's what Undertaker wants so badly. He wants that title shot. He's not going to stop till he gets it. Lesnar has Taker up again. Another powerbomb. He's still got a hold of him. Delivers 2. We saw it a moment ago. We're going to see it again. 3 in a row, the trifecta. Lesnar in control, looking good. Wasting some time here. Not going to go for the pinfall attempt though. Taker rolled over. Lesnar's just going to continue to wear down Undertaker. Don't even give him a chance to rest. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all by Lesnar. Undertaker set in the corner. Lesnar slowly getting there. Taker, he's exhausted. Lesnar showing some signs of fatigue himself. Undertaker trying to block the boot. I think he's done it pretty well, but Lesnar gets the final blow in. And Undertaker barely can get to his feet at the moment. Lesnar hooks that leg. May have Taker right here. Near fall the count of 2. Lesnar slow to his feet here. Exhausted. Undertaker might get up first. Perhaps no. Lesnar. Followed by Undertaker. Taker still showing some signs of life. Lesnar though has been brutal. Launching Taker around the ring with the suplexes. Followed up with the power bombs. And now some sheer strength. Just launching Deadman to the other side of the ring. The Phenom in trouble. Completely different style match to what the Undertaker has to prepare for at TLC against Daniel Bryan. Bryan, he'll try and tap you out. It'll be a technical match. Lesnar will just try and beat you up. He'll try and throw you around the ring as much as he possibly can and hurt you as much as he possibly can. Undertaker, he'll try and do that to Bryan, but he's learning firsthand right now. He's experiencing that type of brutality from the best of them. Brock Lesnar in control, but Taker trying to take it back here. Taker trying his best. Now setting up Lesnar for a suplex. Can't do it. Lesnar blocks it and hits one of his own. Well, that's simply why they chant Suplex City for Brock Lesnar. He'll find a way to hit a suplex somehow, some way. He's hit plenty of them in this match. Undertaker, perhaps on his final gasp here. Oh, a near fall there. Really close to beating him there. Taker still alive though. Lesnar back to his feet first. Can he capitalize? He's got some momentum. Perhaps one F5 away. Taker's taking an absolute beating. Oh, wait a second. Undertaker out of nowhere. Wow, a tombstone. Where did that come from? But Lesnar's boots underneath the rope. Undertaker hasn't realized. And the referee's called for the break. Wow, just a small mistake by the Undertaker may cost him this match. Undertaker with a tombstone. Really, I did not expect that at all. And it almost got him the win. But a little error has cost him. Now Lesnar knows where the hell he is. He's trying to get back to his feet. He's regained consciousness. And now Undertaker's chance to win this one has been blown. It's gone. Lesnar, snapman takedown. Now in a headlock of his own. Trying to regain his composure. The suplexes are working. The power bombs are working. The F5, we haven't seen it. Maybe that's the final blow he needs. Taker's been struggling here. He's trying to hang on for as long as he possibly can, but he may be delaying the inevitable. Taker shrugs off Lesnar. Shot to the midsection. Grabs a hold of Brock Lesnar. Lesnar in trouble. Hung up on the ropes and bouncing back onto his back there. Undertaker slowly getting himself back into this one. Nearly had it won not long ago. Looking for perhaps one final nail in the coffin for Brock Lesnar. This will be a huge win for The Undertaker. I called it an upset earlier on because I really believe Lesnar's on a roll. And he should win this match. Undertaker been derailed of confidence over the last month or so. Really struggling to believe in himself that he can become world champion again. Or win tonight. And we may see the dead man compete for that world title yet again down the line. He's got to finish this off though. And he wants Lesnar to get up. Brock Lesnar getting to his feet slowly. Undertaker's going for it again. Another tombstone. He's going to connect. Oh no. Lesnar's feet's underneath the ropes again, is it? Yes, it is. The referee says the break, and Undertaker, he's that fatigued that he couldn't position Lesnar in the middle of the ring, and it's going to cost him. Lesnar back to his feet. Undertaker had this match won. Now Lesnar going to fight back. Undertaker has got nothing left in the tank. We saw these earlier. Now for the third time, he's going to hit 3 in a row. He may not even need the F5 tonight. Hooks the leg. Lesnar beats the dead man tonight on Smackdown. Lesnar nearly got beat, but a few mistakes by the dead man cost him. And Undertaker wants nothing to do with Lesnar, showing no signs of respect at all. And oh, wait a second! Owens is in the ring! Kevin Owens in the ring! He struck Lesnar! Now, the pop-up powerbomb! Well, we're too busy focused on The Undertaker that we forgot about the champ, Kevin Owens, who has a tendency to strike when they least expect it. And he sends a message to Lesnar here tonight. These two will meet at TLC for the World Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for joining us for an episode of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like on this episode. Leave a comment about your thoughts and feelings about this episode as well in the comment section down below. Do you think Kevin Owens can retain, or will Lesnar win that championship back? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos coming up from me very soon, and I'll see you all next video.